Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know.
Alright, everybody, welcome to episode 22 of the Faded Arc. So today we are going into a wonderful cave. So, first things first, after some deliberating, Nika has decided that she is going to do commissions for the Prismeridian side as well, for the glow-ups for that. It's like, we will be raising the, she's going back and forth on whether we raise the price, but probably. We don't have any examples for them right now because honestly, we didn't know we were gonna do it. You guys can all thank Pim. She talked Nika into it. But let me tell you, I'm telling you guys this early because we need to get, if you're interested in it, we want to have the artwork done for the festival, by the festival situation. And a lot of you have the cards that make you in those games. And I want to see you in these outfits in these games if you're gonna do it. It is iridescent, is how to put it. Like somewhere between sailor's gear, like legitimate sailor's gear, and like deep diving outfits, and pastel and iridescent colors. Like that is what it is. If you've seen the little thing in the workshop where Nika dropped some of the artwork, that kind of vibe, but more colorful. They just letting you guys all know that those are going to be on sale soon. If you have any questions, just hit ask Nika. Like, Ro, you don't know how close you are to a conversation we were having.
Jesus.
Like, Nika's like, Jesus. But yeah, it's imagine if Big Daddies were fun. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. We know that bears live on Prismeridian. You know what bears do in Prismeridian? They're deep sea divers. They walk on the bottom of the sugary water or the seltzered water. Depends on where you are. All right, everybody. But yeah, nudie branches are in the Prismeridian. The actually, I knew this one earlier. The known races of Prismeridian are the nudie branch people, bear people, and I think like these weird stick bug people that I really want to do that get referred to as pixies. But they're not. They're just big stick bugs. Pixie sticks. Pixie sticks. All right, and with that, let's get to today's game. Let's introduce our players. Also, I cleaned up the map so it's clearer, everybody. I'm sorry that it was a bad one for so long. So first up, we have Ammon, played by Tofu.
Salutations.
We have Namak, played by Cole.
Good evening.
We have Patagon, played by Sept.
Hello, everyone.
I understand. We have Pollux and Castor, played. Oh, sorry. We have local feral celebrities. No, local celebrities, played by feral resident Pokemon expert. No,
It's a feral.
it's feral celebrity
Yes.
Pollux and Castor, played by resident Pokemon expert Vala.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
I'm gonna write this down. As of right now, it's all just like every time I think about it at the last minute.
Where did the feral come from?
It's because you insulted, like, because you turned out to be feral against Ammon. Well, not Ammon.
When did that happen?
So we are all in. Yeah. Nyx isn't huge. I don't know why I always make them so big. Nyx is quite small. It's because they have a huge presence. So this is literally minutes after yesterday's group get called away on an adventure. Nyx is and like holding a stack of papers. They are definitely a little. It's not whimsical, but it's just like thinking about the future. Like almost in like a daydream.
Retrospective.
A little retrospective about this in this moment, like going over the paperwork that they just signed between themselves. Ammon had to sign it. Juris had to sign it. Juris is probably still here. Gemini signed it, and it is just for those who weren't watching. The Order are leaving the past in the past and are going forward using foretelling to keep people safe in day-to-day life instead of like a grand like I can see the future so we're gonna steer the planet. They are we can train people to see the future to keep people safe. And Nyx looks up and sees the group that like finishes signing the last piece of paper and Juris heads off, gives everybody a nod and a wave on their way out. It is called Unit. It was gonna be OSHA, but we changed it to Unit. And Nyx looks up, seeing that Ammon gathered together the group that they asked for. As you all make your way back into this room, which is wild because this is part of you guys' like operating base, but Nyx showed up, kicked everybody out, and took it over themselves. Just so we all know, there is an energy in the air in Nephrakar right now. There are a lot of people somewhat celebratory moods, but they don't know what they're celebrating for exactly. There's a lot of people like dancing in the street. Like there's a whole change in vibe going on. Namak, the crew brought in a whole room. Can I do this? I can do this. Give me 1 second. A benefit of never like making a new game and just copying an old one means I have all of the maps. All right, Namak. This storeroom is now in the crew's headquarters. All of these boxes have been moved. There are boxes full of it. You see your sister's paperwork about putting the spirits to sleep. You see an ancient set of prototype armor that nobody had ever worn. Like you could fit into that. I need you to know that it's not magical anymore. It was, but nothing in here is anymore. There is not a single bit of magical energy left in this room, although it is not null. It is not null, but all of the spirits that were like trapped in here have gone home.
This is quite the collection.
So this is Talus and Vatna's last doing, where they really outdid themselves with a song that had all the spirits get pulled out of things. And those two know how to do it in the future. Like, you know that these items would have been powerful magical artifacts. You also have been told that they were all just stored in the back room of a art museum, and they couldn't display them because nobody was interested.
Do they know where they got them from?
Oh shit, now I gotta go get Mariah. I didn't know I was gonna have to have Mariah in this game as well. 1 second. Here's Mariah again, currently played by Flynn, doing an awesome job in the... Nyx, you're not here.
Discord RP.
In the Discord RP.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah is a black cat fox. She is the byproduct of a cat father and a fox mother.
I see. It explains the ears.
she has this big list. And she's like, I'm sorry, you were asking about where they came from.
It's where were they procured from?
It's like some of this was gotten before my time. Most of this was gotten before my time. But my grandfather did try to take diligent notes, although they all just blend together. And she flips a page in a very dusty book. Like she does the whole blows the dust off the cover of it.
Hmm.
And she's like, I haven't looked in this ledger in years. And she's just like looking through it. And it all makes sense now. It's not scribbles. And she's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, this stuff was gotten from... Oop, somebody left the call. Somebody returned to the call. Come on. Most of this was procured at the... Do you know about the mountain city of Mastaba?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, some of this came from there. It seems like there was a gentleman of the name Greedy, .p, sold all of this stuff to my grandfather. After, it says here he had a grand epic battle with a dragon.
Greedy.p.
Greedy.p, yes, that's how they signed it. And they, show you the signature. You know, what if a humanoid pig that didn't have hands but had hoofs tried to sign something?
Fight with a dragon. Sure. Okay, yeah, no, I'll buy that.
And she's like, all of this belongs to Lockstitch now. And she's like, I don't know why you guys would have wanted it or paid such a grand, a grand amount for it. It's just truly a blessing. I'm getting my taste business off the ground.
Yes, of course. Okay. No, that is all I needed.
Excellent. And you know what? I really enjoyed it yesterday, so I'm gonna go around again. Patagon, what have you been up to since coming to Nefraka?
Well, since the everyone's kind of expanded, so we had this forward base and everything. So Patagon's definitely been interviewing some of the local Uwu Nagas and the other patrons of the node, and just kind of trying to learn what he can about how things kind of work on a day-to-day basis, and how people kind of feel about various things that have been going on, like the events and such.
Absolutely. I love that. Let me get a token. Where are my tokens?
Right over there.
Oh, thank you. That was really helpful. I don't know why I asked you guys anyway. Now I'm just annoyed by my token system. I named these guys, and they are not on my fucking thing. No, here they go. All right. Which one of you wants to play Kalzeth, the Uwu Naga treasure hunter? Can be any of you. This is what they look like.
It is Naga.
Alright. This is Kalzeth. Kalzeth has a him. Very interested in treasure hunting when their partner Vorus decided to stop being a treasure hunter. They were a little upset about it. They thought there was no money in archaeology, and the crew proved them wrong. There is way more money in archaeology than there is in treasure hunting. All right, Patagon, please interview your new friend.
All right, how is it going, everyone? So, Kalzeth, so you say you were interested in treasure hunting and the like in the past, and how do you say that's changed recently with all the new unearthed trinkets and baubles that have been passing through here?
Well, um, treasure hunting always seemed so interesting. Woo. Um, going in, finding, finding the treasures, the danger of that. Woo. But, it seems, I don't know, it seems that there's other ways of. Sorry, the stage fright kicked in there. Woo.
You're doing great.
It seems people have been doing more of the archaeology thing too. But that's been proven me wrong a little. Ooh, woo.
I think you are. Yeah, they've definitely found, you could say, a treasure trove of new and, well, not so new to us at least, artifacts. So since you have had your hand at treasure hunting in the past, we've heard rumors of a certain cave of sorts. Is there any, credence to that, and what possibly one could find in this cave?
Oh well, the that lovely cave. There's always been rumors and whispers, urban legends. Woo. Um, your artifacts of your wildest dreams in there. Just the uh, the thought of it is tantalizing, is it not? Woo.
It very much is. It's just the possibilities are almost endless, and with what we've already found and seen in the treasure vaults of Mastapa and others here. I mean, it just your imagination goes wild with what could possibly be in something that's more hidden.
You never know what you could find, what things have been buried beneath the sand. Woo.
So, I guess on that, did you have any plans doing any new expeditions or other other things that of that nature?
In my opinion, you could just be like more looking for more treasure. That's absolutely fine. You could also say that you're planning on like taking a break and going to a festival, because that's coming up soon. Did Ammon die? We lost Ammon. Did we lose me?
Not that I know of. You're here.
All right, excellent. Well, not excellent for losing Ammon.
It's gotta be internet issue on their end because I'm not having any problems here.
Le gasp.
Hmm.
Mm. Nope, there he goes again. There he is again.
Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I can still hear you guys, so I was so confused.
That's
Oh,
really
so it's
weird.
just your mic stopped working. Okay, weird.
One day we'll conquer technology.
Technology is stupid.
Fucking stupid. One day this game will be like just the hologram bays in Star Trek, and we can just go in and pretend things. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want.
I want that.
You're here.
Do we think Kalzeth has any plans for the future? Like, are you gonna remain being like? You're gonna go to a festival? Which, if you go to the festival, it means the rest of those three are gonna go, which is Valsith and the other one that I can't remember their name. Oh, there's this. Oh, I'm not on the right page. Setting up things for the future. This is your good friend Zalith. And this is Voris. Voris is Voris is weird because they are currently flirting with Katori, but have definitely slept with Maverick.
Oh.
That tracks.
I do believe that I'm going to just take a little break. Maybe find a new avenue to slip into for the treasure hunting thing. Woo. I have heard of the festival coming, and that could be the kind of break we need. Polish up our scales and just rest and relax. Woo.
There is no harm in a little relaxation. I've heard quite a few people are looking forward to the festivities. Would you say what's your most favorite upcoming attraction?
Okay, so there's a couple attractions that you will definitely know about, but feel free to make something up if you want to. There is that cooking show that is a huge thing. It's an annual thing in Prismeridian. Every time that they have this festival, they have this cooking show. It is a big deal. But this is the first year it's going to be televised, so that's exciting. There are boat races, which everybody thinks means they're racing boats, but you know better. Also, there's a ton of costumes. Everybody wears handmade masks and handmade cloaks to represent specific things. But that's as much as I can give you on the festival until we play the fiasco game that decides what this festival actually is.
I think I'm most looking forward to is the cooking show. I love me some food, woo. Seeing the costumes could be fun. I might make my own, woo.
Well, I do look forward to seeing yours and everyone else's ensembles, and I'll have to keep a watchful eye out for this cooking show. I do know of one we had in the past in the Thimble, and it was such a delight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the recipes come out over here in segment 6.
Oh, I'm sure you'll love it. It's
Prison break.
quite a tasty time. Ooh.
Love it.
Well, I don't want to keep you too much from your preparations and relaxations, but is there anything that you would like to ask me or let the others know about?
Just come to the festivals. See what intrigues you there. Come have a wonderful time. You know, it's for everyone. Ooh.
Well, again, thank you for your time, and then have a great afternoon and evening.
You as well.
Amazing. And right after that, Ammon comes and gets Patagon because Nyx has asked for him.
Patagon, come on, let's go. Gotta go talk to Nyx.
Oh, urgent? Okay, I'll be right there.
I'm not trying to get off topic, but if I'm doing air quotes so hard, golden years are just me chilling in VR living like fake lives, yes, cool. That's what I want. I don't care. Fucking hook me up. Or give me a new robot body. That's all I ask.
Oh yeah.
We'll make it a hot robot body.
Make it a sexy ass robot body. I want a thick dumpy.
You know, we all deserve thick dumpies.
We all deserve thick dumpies.
So sure.
Oh yeah, that's like there is no doubt in my mind. It's just like, hey, what if like you had the risk of doing this? Yeah, fuck it, I'd do it. Sure. It's like, yeah, what if you're one of the first people? We can send one of you to Mars. It's just like, yeah, I'll go. I don't care. It's not like I'm not gonna die here. Sorry, everybody. I've thought about this a lot. Also, the world is chaos, and I'm terrified. Oh,
Mood.
keep all your snacks and your thick ass dumpy. Hey, Pollux and Castor, I'm terribly sorry about that interlude right there. Lude, if you will. What have you two been doing in Nefrika? How's Nefrika been treating the twins?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they got like a bunch of odd stares given the way they look, but I think it's been treating them well. I feel like they've probably been working to like help spruce up the communications between here and the Thimble and other places.
Okay, absolutely. So, like, just making it significantly easier to contact?
Yeah.
How are we doing that in Nefrika? And by all means, like, we can set up whatever technology we want. The order is in you guys' corner, and also they have the Zauset's ear. They have the Marichet's ear. So we can set up things. But, like, we could build a radio tower here. Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably them. Just like it's been them scouting out places, finding the good spots that would be perfect for towers, and like getting the permissions to get them built.
Oh man, we know we have to go to get permissions, though. Hold on, let me take us all to the per diem. Sorry, the per diem was still full of people, turns out. I gotta move those tokens. Okay, we got Percy, the tiny desert cat, still drinking a midnight rush. It's his 6th today, so don't worry about it. We have Bix over here. Bix is looking really shady right now. They have a big mustache, but there is sweat dripping off of it as they're like looking back and forth, and they are repeatedly patting their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Kidda. This is not actually a person. This is a poster for Bix's dear brother Weta, who died on the job. They think
Unfortunate.
it was definitely an accident. They just can't put their finger on it. So Kidda's got a stack of paperwork, and it's just like, all right, my dear, and where was it that you wanted to build this?
They would like, assuming they had a map there, they would like point out to a
Absolutely.
couple of locations, be like, yes, I believe here and here would be the best locations for these.
Okay, and a couple pieces of paperwork slide over across. She doesn't touch them. The paperwork just moves, and she's just like, Okay, I'm gonna need you to sign here. This is your ownership of the air around it. We're gonna have you on a 100-year contract. The air, anything that shows up in the air around this space is your responsibility. Is that fine?
I suppose so. That's the cruise towers. We'll be able to handle it.
Excellent. And this is a magical application? Or is this somehow technology? She says technology the same way Peanut says technology. Where he's kind of upset about it.
Did we changed the towers to be more technological, right?
The towers are technological.
I'd be more on the technological aspect. We used to do magic, but that didn't quite go as planned.
And she's like, you don't have to tell me. I personally, big fan of magic. It's flashy, it's colorful, unreliable sometimes. Let me tell you.
Especially with all the null that's out there, makes it very difficult to do anything.
You don't want anybody just shutting you down with one little like piece of metal. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
It's like, all right. Glad that we see eye to eye on this one. Okay. And this is a personal question, will I be able to get more shows? We're very interested in this television thing.
I mean, I think you should be able to.
Will I get all of the channels? Can we add a thing in here that I get all of the channels?
I would probably have to bring that up with higher ups.
Okay. She was trying to get free cable. So here are your two choices, Pollux and Castor. There were two really good spots that met all the criteria you needed to set up this set up a radio tower. It can either be right next to where we are based right now. That puts it very close to the order's location. So in the future, there's a possibility of dreams getting fucky and getting into the radio waves, which we've seen happen before, could happen again. That's only going to happen with ones and such. The second, but this will like, it kind of helps. It does the soft help that they were talking about yesterday. Like, we will be able to tell the entire Echo what's going on with the order things. And I guess if they see the future, they can immediately broadcast a warning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is the plus side for placing it next to the order. The downside is, if nightmares get too magical, you could be spreading nightmares through that. But let's see how it turns out. The second place is right in the middle of the market. Now this is a more expensive thing, but it will also help Lockstitch grow monetarily. It's like we would be able to advertise easier. And not just for you, we can advertise for the other local businesses. This would raise the amount of money all of Lockstitch makes. You guys would all become richer. Probably we would double the amount that you guys would get every month from this if we did that. The downside of this is you would literally be running ads.
Now, see, as we brought up in like a previous thing, Pollux and Castor aren't really interested much in the monetary stuff. So putting in the markets does not cross their mind at all. They would put it at the order.
Absolutely, okay.
I'm sure, yeah, they make money from stuff, but they're not like interested in like making more.
For sure. All right. So with that, we are going to start building a radio tower around the Order's temple that will function, number one, as communications between you guys and Lockstitch and any other radio towers. But its second function is in case something goes terrible, the Order can warn everybody in their dreams. The same way that Nyx appeared to Ammon, we'll be able to do that to the entire Echo. That everybody that can get the signal at least. Do we think that's good? Do we think it does anything else?
I mean, I think that's good. I feel like just like any other tower, probably, as the cat person here has mentioned, probably a lot more cable stuff, but
Oh, so much cable. Like, don't you worry. So far, right now, everybody just gets the Patagon show because for some reason we put that through everywhere. But now people can get pay-per-view web ball. Or maybe
and
not
Channel
even
6 that no one watches.
News Channel 6 that like has completely lost the plot. It's just one otter with like heavy bags under their eye. They're like, listen to me. They're turning the frogs gay.
They already were.
I was gonna say.
Reedy's just like turning, fanning himself. I was gay before it was cool.
On sunglasses.
Puts on 3 pairs of sunglasses.
Yeah.
On 3D glasses.
Live frog reaction.
Alright. And that is where, like, you are signing a stack of paperwork. Don't worry, it's all been cleared. You can have Juris right there to take to make sure that you are not signing anything away that you shouldn't.
Yeah. It's just got like 2 signatures per paper because you got Pollux signing and Castor signing.
So yeah, it's just like really going through it. It's just like, does this mean anything? It's like, don't worry about it. This is mostly about if like you guys have an on-site accident, but we're trying to take care of those. The first prototype of people drinking the tincture for safety is happening at the building of the radio tower. Get to test out unit. All right, and now with a cramped wrist, well, no, 4 cramped wrists, Pollux and Castor show up to the meeting, and Nyx looks at everybody. He's like, excellent. Nyx looks at Namak, and Namak, what is a maybe salute, maybe hand gesture, a way that your lessers, but not food, would have expressed reverence towards you?
I mean, I assume most would just bow their head.
Oh, yeah, then absolutely that Nyx does. As you enter the room, Nyx bows their head at you. and does give you the reverence that you have not gotten except for from your one dog dude. Except for Douglas.
Douglas Borkson is the most loyal of subjects, that is true.
He's truly great. Nyx looks at everybody assembled. We are at the precipice of something new, like motioning towards Ammon. Something grand that has never been seen in the Order before. I realized that I made Ammon's token like so much more of his body than the rest of them, but it's mostly because cum gutters. But
Valid. Very valid.
They gotta show off the goods.
got it. Like, if there is a new tomorrow is going to dawn. But in Patagon, I caught your latest show. You too are interested in the wonderful cave, the wondrous cave.
Yeah, there's been a swirl of rumors lately from all sides of the node of what could possibly be down there, and it's definitely caught my attention for sure, as you said.
The cave was here before us. Before Neferkar was built, the cave existed. From what we have gleaned, the ancient people that were here before us, motioning to Namak, were able to find this cave and use it as storage. We have reason to believe that something we lost long ago has found its way into the wondrous cave. And we were hoping with your connection to magic and the resonance of the sands, we were hoping you all could find this cave for us and help Ammon locate his destiny.
My destiny?
Nyx puts two hands, one on each shoulder, and stares directly into your eyes, and you see just swirling of just constant energy. You see just a whirlwind of emotions behind their eyes. It's just like, the order is going to pass to you, Ammon. There is no doubt in my mind that you are ready for this.
What?
The order is taking on a more echo-wide stance at things. Your decision yesterday and your friend earlier, and your friend Gemini, have brought this to me clearly. In the way that Lockstitch is acting, we must no longer be selfish with our gifts. Protecting a city is nothing compared to protecting everyone on the Echo. And our power will be depreciated a great deal. But you, the floating hand pokes you in the chest, your power will not be. You will become something greater.
I don't even know what to say. This is a huge honor, but are you sure? You've met me.
Oh, one of the floating hands comes up and grabs your little fennec chin and moves your head up to meet eye, and I am proud of who I have met.
Ammon is crying.
Oh,
None of that. And she's like, save the tears for tears of joy. You are looking for, and like, her their floating hand like reaches into like, not in an indecent way, but pulls out the Hierophant card that they gave you. It's like, find the rest of this deck. I have no reason to doubt your Lockstitch partners will be anything less than incredibly helpful. I got made Patagon so big. Do you accept this last mission from your master, your mentor, and I want to hope friend?
Well, kind of like, you have me crying too. Mon kind of recollects themselves and just, I won't disappoint you.
You never could.
Yes, I'm stealing Caustic's words here. This is too sweet. How dare you?
I could rip off his arm if it's more on if it's more on theme.
Fuck yeah, Tarkus, I needed a card shuffler in my wrist.
Namak being bored in the background is fucking priceless.
Yep.
And it's like, Nyx just says, find the cave. Change the world. And they just start walking out.
save the princess.
At the moment Nyx leaves the room, Ammon grabs onto Pollux and Castor's shoulder, probably Castor's shoulder, and just like shaking. Just like,
Castor would, like, amidst the shaking, would put a hand on his shoulder, be like, there, it's okay.
The idea
Well.
that the vampires actually used as a garbage dump is buck wild.
I'm just saying. It's a hole in the middle of the desert. We just dump our shit there.
but where does it go? In the hole.
One vampire's trash is another culture's artifact, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I guess we have a
Okay.
cave to find. Let's do that.
Think we'll see anything cool in the cave?
Well, first, I think we have to find it. So that's
Oh, it's out there. In the sand.
Well, on we go then. If it's a cave, well, we can help with traversing that, given how home was.
So, from inside, you guys have if not the full reach that is like Lockstitch Academy, you all have enough of the stuff. Talus, Assyria, and Peanut did a great job bringing the stuff here. So, how would you try to locate this item? Like, we know Patagon knows a little bit about it and has already been researching it. So whatever you roll, Patagon, you get an extra d20 on top of that.
okay.
Patagon is the only officer here right now. So we only have one to dodge.
Can Ammon help with little oracleness?
Absolutely. Um, both Namak and Pollux and Castor, do you three have any idea for how you would, if you would help? Like, Namak could help by like the fact that he knows about it. The fact that he thinks it's a trash hole is hilarious to me.
I mean, I don't know about like finding an item, but like I imagine that there's some sort of tech out there that they could use to like check for hollow places underground and help maybe narrow an area of where this cave could be.
All right, I would say I would let communications rock for that. Um. So yeah, which tags does everybody want to use? Or if you're using tags at all, we could all just roll raw 20-siders and just see how we do.
I
Communications.
I was going to use the damned to try to similar to what Pollux and Castor are doing. Just try to help triangulate with what I do know about the artifact and just see if we can narrow search down. So yeah, I would be assisting Pollux and Castor with.
I will consult the old ways and perform a ritual.
We've got a occultist, communications, and hellish. And what are you doing on? Is it also occultist or dreamer for you, Amon? Or occultist, dreamer, and performer?
I was actually gonna do if I could a dreamer and occultist together, just like trying to like pull like see if I can like pull the energies around in a ritualistic way and try to like get a dream vision of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got 3, Cole has 2. You've got 3, Namak has 2, Patagon has 2, Patagon has 3, Vala has 2. I'm looking at you guys' player names, not your character names, which is why it's fucking me up. So who wants to start those rolls? In this kind of a situation, we take. Yeah, okay. The way that Vala's just dodged that one was so fucking dangerous.
That was almost a 1.
It really looked like it was hanging out on that one. Alright, who's next? The 19? Great. Anything more? We can still like let this rock. But alright, the ritual, maybe not the most successful, but still successful. I'm gonna have to ask you what that ritual looks like in a moment. Like, it's very hard to nail this down with rituals, it seems. We got a 10 and 11 for both of the people trying to, like, pull tarot cards and do occult rituals to find this place.
That
Patagon
20.
with the 20, though.
Interesting. What is so hellish about a cave full of artifacts that it shows up so clearly, I guess?
Maybe there's artifacts in there from hell.
Patagon, you hear, you get the full sense. It's like, I've been there before. I've been there countless times. Another voice in your head is taking over your conscious part of you.
What?
You remember being in the Cave of Wonders. You're the most interesting man on Sanguine, or at least you were while you were alive. A globetrotter renowned across the desert.
Patagon will just kind of like blink out for a second and be like, "Oh, well, of course we know where it is. It's obvious. I mean, I'm the most renowned globetrotter this side of the Echo. I mean, of course we can find this cave."
Me and Nika, for the record, me and Nika want anytime you get a glow up from a side, that is just one of the voices from that side talking to you.
Ooh, like it.
Like you get the whole, like you have the tags adventurous, interesting, and socialite, as well as your other tags.
Okay.
I'll look
You
at
have-
the game.
So it doesn't look bad on mine. It's a good quality on mine. I don't know what's going on.
Mine's a little crunchy.
Ah,
When you make it bigger, it's a bit crunchy.
that's so weird. Like it was crunchy when it was small for me.
It's just a scaling issue with Roll20.
I think it is just a scaling. Like I finally made a point to make sure I save things correctly.
It's so cool. Yeah, I do agree. The cane, everything. I'm going to be oogling over this.
It is in the art share for everybody to go stare at if you would like. Also, why is he behind you guys? Like, no, not the front. To the back. It's one of my only problems with Roll20's new system is the fact that it doesn't like to keep things on the layer that I want them on.
I love the veils so much. They're so pretty.
All right, everybody. We spent an hour not in the cave. I love it though. I'm really enjoying these little slice of life intros to the games. But with a 20, Patagon can just walk right out of here. Like Patagon, you've got an old skiff tied up. It is in a garage. And it has just been under a tarp for a couple hundred years.
Oh, right this way, everyone. No dallying. No time like the present. We can all fit on my skiff. I mean, it'll just be right here. I just left it here the other day. I mean, completely not realizing how long it's actually been. But...
My favorite thing is when characters shift into their new glow ups and stuff, magical girl style, and we just are like, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yep. I feel like you either have magical girl style or, hey, here's a package of a new outfit, go put it on.
I do love that. Here's a new outfit, go put it on. We got all your Sea Devil stuff here.
Osiria's in the leaf package when she got her locker.
Yeah, that is what we did. That was fun. I love this game. I think it's silly. All right, everybody. We don't have to go through the making your way through the desert. Making your way through the cave is going to be fun enough.
The boy.
You see this fennec head rise out from under... Ammon, a thing to mention. There is a sandstorm beginning. And you don't get a ton of sandstorms in Sanguine because the sand's too thick. But anybody, Pollux and Castor, and Patagon, for the communications thing, you can hear the fact that people are listening to music everywhere around. You guys will fly past things, and you will feel the presence of spirits. There are a lot of heavy metal spirits in the area. And I don't mean iron. I guess I could. I mean, like, these guys.
Ah, yeah, those guys.
It's the spirit of metal.
Is in fact the spirit. The spirit of metal right now is actually this guy, like in full form.
Oh,
He's
nice.
real. He's a real chill dude, though. It's like ghost metal
Yeah.
right now, not Cannibal Corpse. It could be Cannibal Corpse, though. Be careful with your 13s.
You're speaking my language as a metalhead.
Megadeth comes on. Right. But this, as you all approach, a dune begins to take form into a massive fennec fox head. And its mouth is closed and it stares down at you all.
Neat.
Greetings.
Got a dog head now.
The resemblance is uncanny. But good fellow Ammon. Sure you haven't been here before?
The thought of saying, so what, all FedEx look alike? No, that,
You do.
no, I can't
You do,
say
though.
I have been here.
Yes. A returning visitor gives Patagon a nod. And slowly turns and looks at Ammon. A new fox come to draw a card?
That is my intention.
The whole desert begins to laugh, not an evil laugh, like an excited that something's finally happening laugh. The rules are simple. Touch only what you want to claim. Everyone can take a single item out of the cave. Make sure it is your true desire, for once you touch an item, you may not touch another. And it's like real quick clarification, like bureaucratic rules go flying by. It's like perfectly fine. Like terms and conditions do apply. Like if you are accidentally pushed into a stack of coins, did you touch it? Yes. Like have you already touched another thing? Yes. Don't touch that stack of coins. You touching with your eyes do not. You see with your eyes, not with your hands. Patagon, you rolled a 20. There are ways around this. Oh,
But-
Vala's 19 was raised to a 20. Absolutely. You two both know a way to get around this touching thing. What is it?
The globetrotter pulls a pair of gloves out of his pouch and it's just like no touching. He just slips his gloves on. He's like, yeah, well, there's no touching because these gloves are not my hands.
Exactly.
That worked for all types of gloves?
That is up to your fates. I just happen to have these ones that I might have procured from, let's say, pretty good source back.
The fox looks at all of you and is just like, you are now prepared. In its lower jaw. I didn't get a really good back. I didn't any of the backgrounds with the mouth open looked terrible. They looked like wolves more than anything else, and they looked like they were trying to eat you guys. I just wanted to make sure that it looked cool, but not like violent. It's just like, there are guardians inside. Worry not, they are not alive, they are merely a test. Do be careful. And it looks at Ammon and gives you a nice wink, even though its mouth is wide open.
Hmm.
Obligatory fox wink back.
Box wink. As it opens its jaw the rest of the way, you all hear an echoing ring ding 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 ding.
That is what the fox says.
This place has changed in 1,000 years.
Oh yeah, was it a fox the last time
No.
you were here?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Imagine things have happened to it while we've been gone.
That makes perfect sense. Here is the stairway down, everybody. And you see just piles of gold and chests and urns, glowing gems, tapestries, just a mountain of it. I'm not going to make you roll for this part of it because you guys can all like watch where you're stepping. But you see the inherent danger of your feet touching an item. Or comes in it has to come in contact with skin, you say.
Oh no.
Okay, but to still be fair, we can still only take one. Well, no, maybe you guys can take more. You're gonna have to make rolls about being able to take more than just one thing apiece.
For sure, for sure.
We're saying skin has to touch the item.
Skin has to touch the item.
Alright.
Meaning Namak has to take off his glove to claim an item.
Hmm.
Scandalous.
Not the skin reveal. Ooh.
Oh no.
I don't remember anything in the terms that says you had to claim the item while you were here, though. So maybe I was wrong.
Take a bag of things out and then just like, I'm claiming this. The rest of them teleport away. That's not Namak's ear either. That's armor on over Namak. Like his plate mail helm has the ear attached. He can hear very very well through it though.
Yeah, I figured it was part of the helm because I can see like little speaker holes in the ear.
Yeah, it's it took me a long while of staring at Namak to realize that. I had to sit there and be like, what skin color is that? That's so interesting. And then I was like, wait a second, that's speaker holes.
Yeah,
There's not an
absolutely.
inch of my skin showing at all.
Absolutely, for sure. Understanding what. All right, let's go to the first room of many. Yeah, don't stand in the gold. Don't stand in the gold.
Ammon doesn't wear shoes. This is dangerous.
Do you need me to carry you?
Amon's got spare. Not Amon. Pollux and Castor have spare boots if you want to borrow them.
Ammon would not be objected to being carried.
Sack of potatoes over the shoulder.
I was picturing Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston bodyguard style, but also like piggyback ride.
Kay's got a good
Puppies.
point. If Amon doesn't wear shoes, that means half of this party wears shoes and half this party doesn't.
Only one of
Send his
Patagon's
paws
feet is
out.
a threat.
True.
You can sit on my shoulder if you'd like. I'm sure you don't weigh very much at all.
Oh man, doing that one-handed sitting on your shoulder thing. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I reference that?
No, I clocked it exactly.
Thank you. You all Shoto. You're all just so fucking feral about feet. It's so. I don't think anybody in our community, like, and no shame if you are, but like, I don't think anybody in our community is as about feet as we make jokes about. But if you are, warn me.
This is the second time I've been called a slut today.
I heard if you get called something by 3 different people unrelated to each other, it means it's true.
Shit.
So we perused the halls of various treasures.
You do peruse the halls of various treasures. Like, this place is just mountains of gold. There are a couple items around. 2 things that catch you guys' eyes immediately. And I'm sure you guys can see them on your thing. Is like, there's this item. It is an inkwell with glowing orange ink in it. And it does seem to be giving off very spiritual vibes to it. And then there's this thing. It's pronounced moon, everyone.
Moon.
Oh, so instead of a zune, it's a moon.
Yeah, you know.
Very latest in music
It is
consumption technology.
I feel like that thing Pollux and Castor are going to make a mental note of to come back for, unless they find something else.
The treasures have quite changed since the last time we were here.
No, that's great. Like, this thing would not have been here the last time you were here, for sure. This might have been. If you want to roll me hellish, for your, like, talking to your voice in your head, I could tell you what that is.
Ooh, sure, why not? Just the 1 or 2.
You could roll 1, 2, or 3 because you have a 2nd level in hellish, so it's up to
Okay.
you.
Let's just do the 2 d20s. So. All right. Good. Let's see what we get.
13 is so funny. Absolutely. It's just like, aha. Though that is the your head like the voice in your head knows exactly what that is. We should name this guy other than the most interesting man in Sanguine. Like, if you want to name your outfits, I would love that, for the record.
All right.
It's like,
Right. I'll have to give it some thought here, unless I can think of something as we're going
absolutely.
today.
You don't have to do it immediately. We have more chances of being in Sanguine with you guys. And also just using it. So, and like, you could use this wherever. He's the most interesting man. He's traveled the Echo. This is an ancient ink. What is the opposite of Biromancy. It is ancient in its power. This is pure magical ink. Whatever is scrawled with this ink cannot be forgotten, and once it is made public, it becomes obvious to everyone. You can only write truths, and people will understand, like, your meaning, even if the words that you meant to write down aren't perfect, you know? You get your point across perfectly. You get a natural 20 on whatever charisma roll that you want with this. That's what this inkwell does.
Oh, yes, the pure magic ink of the unforgotten, I guess. Hmm. It's quite the powerful substance in that vial, so just be careful what you write with it.
And then there's a moon over here. If it so, if you want to make a roll to study it, Pollux and Castor, or Ammon, or Namak, or Patagon, we don't know what that is. So you have to either study it from a distance or reach for it.
I'd like to study it.
I'll throw a
How would
second
you
pair
like
of
to
eyes
study
over
it?
there.
I mean, just given the fact it says moon, my immediate assumption is it's had to have come from the moon, and what better way to study it than to, well, I mean, words. The Bendis space tag is what comes to mind,
Bendis space
honestly.
makes sense, yeah. Bendis space and communications work because you see the headphones, obviously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use Bendis space and communications.
All right. Give me 3d20. And this is studying it by looking at it, not by like reaching
no,
over and grabbing it. Okay.
They're looking
Just
at it. They're not touching it yet.
absolutely. Yeah, the 19, which will
Well.
clearly be made a 20 in a moment.
Well, the horseshoes and hand grenades got played.
Oh, horseshoes
just
and
as
hand
I
grenades
rolled
is up.
that.
Oh no. Yeah, absolutely. That'll do just fine. All right. Um, you see a little like sticker on it that says property of fancy.
Okay.
Oh, and this is a moon. It is a moon technology based like musical player. It can set a vibe, much like the frequency card. Like if you put it on and put on a song, like that is what the vibes of 1 in 20s will be. What are these songs, you might ask? Any song that we've had made for the game.
Holy shit.
Oh shit. So that's like
Any of,
Starboard Melody, Silver Shadows, the Song About Secrets. Holy crap.
including the original Wanderpuss theme.
Oh my gosh.
And each
And,
one has its
I
own
also-
vibe. Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
that is really cool.
Like, Something About Secrets is here. Midnight Song is here.
Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad song is here. Like,
Quite
and
the playlist.
that affects 1s in 20s made for the rest of that game. You choose what song it is, and then you set the tone, literally, for how 1s and 20s act. You say that one. You say that making a mental note coming back for this one, Vala. This is the one that I made based on your stuff, like what you sent me.
Wow.
Wait
had
till
the
you see the
feeling.
stuff that I made for you.
Okay.
But absolutely, this is a good prize. So, Patagon, you know for a fact that going through this next door does not guarantee you will be able to turn around and come back through this room. There is a chance that the dungeon shifts, or that the cave shifts on your way. There will always be a way out, but there will not always be a way back.
Yes, well, do take in the sights and scenes here, but note that this is an ever-changing labyrinth, and there's no guarantees of passage back to the same room. But worry not, we won't get, trapped in here.
If that's the case, is there a way we can snag that thing over there without touching it?
Do we think that putting it getting it into a bag, does that work? I don't want to risk it.
This is
Bad
all
news.
up to the dice, I think. Like,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
Want me
I was gonna
to
say just
hook
the
it
match.
with my dagger and bring it back here?
I feel like that's technically not you touching it. That's your dagger touching it.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm bringing it up. But I guess risk the chance of damaging it.
That is the risk. Oh no, if you roll low, what songs do we lose?
Oh no.
Just jumping into repo, just like every hit against it, value drop.
I was, just so we all know, I was incredibly close to changing this entire game, but I didn't know how to perfectly do it. I was gonna blueprint this entire game, but if you guys haven't played that game, it means nothing to you, but it would have been so much more work. But for the future, everybody, we're gonna make dungeons very blueprint style because that game's crazy. All right. But Pollux and Castor, are you willing to let Namak just get over here that thing?
The only other thing I can think of is, I assuming I still have it, I do have that telekinetic earpiece that lets me do like the kind of mage hand-esque thing.
You sure do.
I can call upon
like-
spirits to force grip something.
I could use that and like put it in a bag, so I never touched it, but also so I can bring it along just in case I decide to claim this thing.
Absolutely, and like Ammon just said, that Ammon could definitely help you with that if you want to. Just like, yeah, I would say you both would get 2d20 and like trying to get it to float over.
Yep, Pollux Castor with a bag at the ready.
All right, that's a success. We don't lose any songs. Ammon, do you want to help out? If you roll a 1, it doesn't go tragically. But if
I was
you roll
gonna
a
say-
20, it goes amazingly.
With Pollux and Castor succeeding, I don't feel like I do need to help.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Which just floats on over
Into the bag.
into the bag. Okay, let me. I'm gonna put this over here so we just know that you
Burlap
have
sack.
it. Make sure it's a tight weave bag. It's not like bouncing up against your leg. You never know when they're gonna get you.
I mean, yeah.
A new
All right.
hand touches the iPod.
It's like, it's a moon.
Yeah, I'm very tempted to take this as my item, but I'm gonna wait and see what else is in here.
Right. So if that's all we're grabbing from this room, we have a top room and a bottom room. They both lead to completely different places.
Oh God.
So we must choose our path forward and let the
Or are they
fates
going
decide where we.
down?
We're going down. Or yeah, you all make decisions, please.
I'm down with down.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I don't. I have a draw to the bottom one. I don't know. That's the one that was calling me.
Yeah. Okay, we're going down.
Attention.
All right. Sounds really funny.
Oh. Oh fuck! Do the rugs count? Do we have to avoid the rugs?
The rugs do not count. I think the rugs are all just like, wait, do they count? The rugs might count. The rugs have to count. Absolutely.
Oh God.
They are items of value.
Why'd you have to say that? There's so many rugs here.
They are no consequence.
In this room, you see many different urns, many different things. Oh, there is something missing from this room. You were supposed to be over there.
Ooh.
Hmm. How interesting.
So, there are many items in this room. There are 3 things that catch your eye. Your first thing that catches everybody's eye immediately is this here shotgun right here. Patagon, upon when you look at this shotgun, you can feel your hell metal leg shifting. Like your leg opens up to the side and you can see that your leg has a holster for this gun.
Oh, oh, that is quite the specimen. I haven't seen something like this since our journey with the red caps in hell itself.
Secondly, you all see a mirror box, and it is so reflective that even if you catch it just from a side of the angle, your full face is in the front thing completely. And it looks like it has backlight. It looks like there is light coming from inside that box. It seems to be trapped. Doesn't seem to be getting out. Namak, you don't have to worry about it hitting you in the face unless we open that box, and then its own problems.
Yeah.
Little boss.
And then thirdly, I don't know what it does, everybody. I do know what it does, but you might not know what it does. But that is what is in this room. There does not appear to be any guardians in here, unless you count the carpet and the massive amount of very poorly placed items. It's like an obstacle course in here. Just standing here without falling down is a problem. Who would we say is the last one through the door to get in?
Let me have Pollux and Castor there at the back, so probably them.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 1d20, unless you can think of a way to keep that door wide open.
But they can't touch anything. And I've already used the telekinetic earpiece, which can only be used once per game. I'm just gonna do the T20.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'll do
Fuck
it.
yeah!
It's just nope.
Easy.
It wants to close, but what? You can hear the fennec, the fox, start to he as it's beginning to close, and then it's just how do you say nah?
Nah,
We got a rainbow door.
got a rainbow door.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. With a 20, this door leads where you want to go next. Wherever you want to go next, you can look into that room.
Ooh.
Fox laughing has me just so happy. And listen, I don't know how to be friends with just the living spirit of a cave, but I need to become friends with them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Get all the foxes of Lockstitch together, have a whole fox hangout, it'll be great.
Foxes of Lockstitch.
That'd be Ammon, Howl, and Volpa.
Rosie.
And Rosie.
Ammon, Howl, Volpa, and Rosie. God, names were really hard there.
I feel like when you have like the Justice League, so this is like sort of
Foxstitch is kind of great.
Foxstitch. Yeah.
We're gonna have to play a Fox Stitch game.
Make sure Midnight's in there.
Yeah, right. Okay, sorry, my bad. You're gonna have to 5-man it. You gotta have Midnight there. I mean, because clearly, if Amon's not actually a dog, based on all this arguments, that means clearly Midnight is a fox.
Mm-hmm.
I accept Midnight into the foxdom.
Love it. Alright.
Buff fox,
Yeah, buff fox. We've also seen that fox in the buff. Alright, so what? Look, that's a 20. This door is not going to close, but this door can also open to a different direction if you want it to. So that you don't have to go traipsing through this room. You could just go backwards through that door and get in the next room for safety.
Do any
What?
of these items speak to somebody?
Yeah, I think so.
Very, very much so. To Patagon and probably many of a voice in his head are saying that you must have that shotgun of hellish domain. It's calling out in many a tone, and I would say there's he's not leaving this room without it. So.
Absolutely. So how do you get your hands on it? How do you get your flippers on it?
So, knowing what the most interesting adventurer knows, and that is to, not touch the carpets and various things because they're magical and they might try to fly off on you. I mean, you've seen some people get really lost before by stepping on the wrong carpet. So I'm gonna use the adventurous tag and then kind of it's like like indie would try to get the like statues off the pedestal, kind of just like wipe it with one hand and try to like place something heavy and almost the same weight on the pedestal, as he's grabbing it off, just to make sure that it doesn't activate any unwanted traps.
No, absolutely. Take an extra d20 for the hellish voice in your head. Also, real fast, as Pollux and Castor look back through that room, it shifts the closer that Patagon gets to that, and you see this out the door for you. There is most certainly a ball trap waiting to roll down on him, but Pollux and Castor, worst comes to worst, you can just close that door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's a 2d20 then?
Yeah, you easily 2d20. You could probably use Hellish to do it even deeper if you wanted to, or you could just go with the 2d20.
Yeah, let's use the take 1, 2, 3, 1. Where the adventure calls, and you can't can't let it subside. So.
Oh, absolutely adventurous for sure. Okay, so a limited success. Still success, but a minor. Pollux, Castor, Namak, and Ammon. While Patagon is going after this shotgun, he manages to finally, like, Patagon gets it. Like, it has a nice little bag of sand sitting on it. Patagon, you have this shotgun. This shotgun, it looks similar to for Namak as an early prototype. That this was designed to shoot crystallized salt. Like, it can be non-lethal, but incredibly painful if you shoot salt at people. You can clearly load it with whatever you want. If you load it with a lethal round and draw it with lethal intent, the Doom music starts playing in the background,
Hell yeah.
and you cannot die. Very similar to your chainsaw. Namak, you remember back in the day, there was a ridiculous person, and it was not your sister, it was a mad inventor who kept trying to install a chainsaw as a bayonet to this gun. Nobody ever made it work. But there's a chance.
There's like a little slot on the underbarrel there. Something could attach to.
Oh, like a rip and tear. You wink like.
Just a suggestion. Maybe you should experiment.
If you do not connect it to the to your rip and tear right now, or we could have a whole thing about how you managed to get that together. It's probably going to work. You're going to have to work with somebody for it. And Namak is definitely a person where you could work with for it. But if you store this in your prosthetic leg, it counts as hidden. Like, people patting you down will not know that it's there.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. Yeah, I mean, if we want to discuss the attachment later, if that's possible. I mean, I think right now would probably not be a great time to try to be attaching things inside of more or less dangerous scenario.
You get that wonderful whew moment. Everything went great. Ammon, Pollux, Castor, Namak, that boulder is starting to move.
Maybe we should close the door.
I agree.
You hear the Fennec Fox laughing again, and the door has nothing to grab onto. You don't see any levers that close the door.
Don't fuck with me, Fennec Fox. I'm inside your guts.
He knows that the Fennec Fox, but then he calls me a dog.
This cave, perfectly fine. This cave, definitely a fox. Ammon?
Oh yeah. That's a dog.
Okay,
I haven't seen you do any fox things. This cave is doing fox things, like fucking with us.
Plenty of fucking. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Oh, I see. Noted.
It comes down one foot, like it's just here, thunk, 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 thunk.
I like. On the topic of using my force push, like some of the spirits just like hold the ball back.
Oh yeah, give me 220 siders. Unless you have another way of also having the spirits help you. Also, there's a fox on this boulder. Yeah, I'd say you're pretty okay. What's it look like? Is it like arms extended, or is it very casual?
Okay, I know Vala's gonna get this completely, but do you know Golden Sun?
Yes.
I know of Golden Sun.
There's just there's this ability in the game that just like you summon or like a hand to like push things and stuff, and that's essentially what Amon's doing. It's just like this spectral hand has just like grabbed hold of the boulder and is just pushing it back up.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you set it back down? Like, does it? Are you able to like put it back into place with that?
I think what Amon's going to do is just push it off the track and just be like, out of our way. Like you're not gonna hurt us, you're not gonna stop us, but now you just sit here and rest.
Right. Absolutely. You bought plenty of time. Like, this room is not going to be destroyed by a giant boulder. After Patagon fully has the shotgun in his ownership, you look back at the door, and it is kind of nebulous to everybody except for Pollux and Castor, who can see exactly where it's gonna go. So the shotgun is gone. But there are 2 more items. Are we interested in, like, it's a risk to get across there to figure them out, but
I kind of want to take a look at the globe. Investigate it.
Alright. This Pollux and Castor is more about agility. How do you make it across this room without stepping on any carpet, knocking over any of the objects?
Does it count as contact if they have shoes on?
You know, I think we have straight up said no. It's like, I think Pollux and Castor just walk across the carpet.
Yeah, they just walk because they're wearing shoes. They're not barefoot.
I believe there are only 2 of us here that are barefoot.
Yeah, it's just Ammon and Patagon who are barefoot. Unless Namak actually has no shoes on.
No, I got the dogs covered.
I was gonna say, Namak, I believe, has been stated is covered head to toe.
Not a single piece of skin showing.
Alright, Pollux and Castor, how do you research this thing? It's much smaller than that. It is about the size of like a mini globe on a desk. It has 3 other small balls like rotating around it. And it seems like it is gold.
Okay. With the fact that it's a globe shape, my immediate thought is to use the Wayweaver tag.
Yeah, I would let the wave tag rock. That sounds great. Oh, okay. Okay. Here's your
I have
tough.
I have a pinch hitter I'd like to
Okay.
use.
Did you want me to give you the tough choice before you roll that?
Sure,
Because
yeah.
okay. So here's your tough choice if you don't get higher next time. Or if you think this is fine. You can. It's like it accidentally starts to fall and you reach out and grab it with your like bare flesh. Which means you have to take this, but you get it and I will explain exactly what it does. The tough choice, like the opposite is you can't figure out, or like it falls and breaks and makes the choice for you. Or by all means re-roll.
Yeah, we're gonna re-roll it.
All right. 14 is a success, absolutely. Okay. So, you look into this smoky orb, and you see immediately that all 3 of these little orbs can be taken off of it. This is similar, like this is not a globe of the echo. Because obviously it is much smoother, but you see all the sides that if the echo was round, this is what it would look like in like just foggy. You can't really make it out a ton, but in the center of this orb is a silhouette of a creature. These are Pokeballs.
I fucking knew it.
If you assign one of your pets, you have to be bonded to the creature, to one of the balls. You can pull it out, you give them tags, and use them in combat or in any game. They can also level up their tags. You can have 3 of them. You can have 3 you can have 3 pets.
But the only one Pollux and Castor have a bond with is Orion the Dread Goose.
I think by now, like all of those ones are fine. It's mostly if you find another, like if you
Yeah.
all of a sudden find something else, it's not going to be immediate. You'd have to like talk that one down.
All right. Well, that's interesting.
So you have the moon, or you have this. But also, other people could grab this if somebody like. Now it's Royce that has the camel, not Namak. Wait, not Namak.
No,
Ammon
I
has
have the camel.
Yeah, Ammon has the camel. Royce had the
Royce has
fish.
the hyukfish.
The Hjockfish.
I like my camel. I need to actually like bring him out and stuff sometime.
The Hjockfish is at the academy, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's doing
Custom
great.
pet. I'll have Ammon investigate the mirror box.
Yeah, for sure. What's that look like?
It's
Also,
just-
how do you get around the room without stepping on the urn, any of the rugs?
And Ammon just like no, okay. I'll performance my way through just like with the sands. Yeah, I'll performance my way through.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Hit us with that Fortnite emote.
Orange Justice all the way through. Using the performance, that's 2d20, right?
Yep, 2d20. Yeah,
Sick.
and that's
Nice
20.
20.
For sure. Absolutely. Okay. So this is the mirror moth box. Inside, it has captured light. You have no way of knowing how long that light is or what the source of that light was. But legends have told you about this one. Also, you have to tell me what your dance looks like on the way. But it is currently holding some very, very bright light inside of it, but you could put any light inside of it. All you have to do is let it reflect in. Moonlight, sunlight, very dangerous for some people. Fluorescent lights, colorful lights, stage lights.
As Ammon gracefully belly dances his way over, studies the box. Anyone interested in a box full of light?
Not really.
Oh yes, totally. That totally interests the vampire.
It might be just stage light. Just do fluorescents hurt you?
You and I both know it's going to be goddamn sunlight in there.
Probably.
The whole cave laughs a little bit. or you just hear like shucks and then like a finger snapping.
Hmm.
This item also brought to you by the mind of Nox, by the way.
I managed to put everything anybody said in here. We might not see everything because you guys have chosen doors that lock off other doors.
Well, I'm not interested in anything here.
The box is pretty. I almost want to give it to that, but alas, I think we should continue.
Yes.
I'm in agreement.
Onward.
All right. So you guys can either go through the front and through the door ahead of you, or you can see pools of teal liquid. Pollux and Castor behind you, and you hear like the splashing of water.
I'm a bit curious about that room.
But also, we could go through the mystery door on the other side.
Best Monty Hall impression. Patagon will point towards the different doors. We like the choice is yours, my friend.
Pollux would point to the door with the pulse and be like, that way interests me, but I'll go where you all want.
As long as we find the cards, I'm set to follow you guys.
So we're gonna go through the where the splashing water is heard.
I suppose so.
Here we are. You see a room full of it looks like a massive pool, but when you look down there, that is not Tears of Fate, Ammon. Patagon, you recognize it. That is the river Styx.
Oh,
A shudder goes down. That's the river Styx. It's quite a nefarious liquid. Do not touch it under any means. We might not be able to get you back.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
So pretty.
You see
Kind of ominous.
it's definitely you see like faces coming to the surface and like reaching up but unable to reach past the water. Every time it splashes, the hands do get a little higher, but they never come
Ick.
up past the halfway mark. You see a door out this way. You came from this way. There's a door across the place, but in the center is a small incense burner. Burning just... well, it smells like pennies.
Yeah.
I smell pennies.
That is interesting scent. One, what possible point would one want to smell pennies in their domicile?
It does have a vaguely blood-like smell to it.
From a distance over here, I would like to examine it.
Occultist would certainly help. Occultist and Siphon could both work for you in this situation.
Let's use suck.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. You can do it twice, too, because you have Siphon at +3.
I have level 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so you could do it twice. Yeah, that's right. Siphon turns into Suck.
Yeah.
Siphon turns into Sucky Sucky. which is terrible, and I regret saying it.
All right, I'm gonna roll one now.
That's an 18.
18 for sure. What does it look like to reach out to it with Siphon?
Well, just send a little bit of blood through the air, maybe kind of like whiff it over. If it has like blood in it, maybe.
Absolutely. You get these are called the sanguine sticks.
Hmm.
Sticks is spelled with a Y. You can use Siphon with these kind of the opposite way. You can turn what the smoke is into whatever you want. It will temporarily become a figure. Generally based on the blood that made the sticks. As long as it's in this incense burner, you light it. When the smoke is going, you can force your will, create a clone of yourself, create another creature to help you, create a servant to aid you in battle, or anything else. Currently, there are 6 sticks in this, but there are rumors that people can make more. You just need the siphon ability to make them.
Interesting. I don't need it though. I'm
Absolutely.
plenty of useful on my own.
All right. If nobody, Ammon, I think the Hierophant room will count as an extra thing for you. Like the deck does not restrict you. I don't think.
Okay.
Because
I
otherwise,
just,
I have to pick your thing for you, and I don't want to be mean.
okay. I just had to make sure because I had it set. I was like, okay, so mom can only touch the cards.
There will be a choice when you get there as well, but that is up to you. It is already 9:12. Let me put a little bit of a fast forward on this one. Is there anything from that we saw before that you would want to grab, Ammon?
I think the moth box, but I don't think it really jumped out to me too much, so I'm good to keep going.
All right. So we have 2 doors. One of those doors is going to require you all to do a little platform hopping to not fall into the river of Styx. And the other one is just casual and get you out that way.
Clearly, adversity. Adversity is where we should go.
Yeah, a little
Hoppy hop.
Yeah, a little platform never hurt anyone. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to our destination.
Pollux and Castor look down at her. I'm not very keen on the idea of potentially falling into that, but if that's the way you all want to go, then very well.
I mean, we could wrap a rope around each other. That way, if one of us falls, it's fine.
Came together, I see.
No, I use a rope. We're not chained.
That could be. I mean, I could see the risk there of all of us just falling into the river Styx, but could also support us. I'd say our strongest members having to be the bulk of it. Look at Namak.
It's like, yeah, you guys can reach into your packs and pull out enough rope to tie each other together. If that is what you want to do, absolutely. I'm here for it.
Yeah, and then we just simply jump across.
Time our hops, so we jump together. Fucking rhythm haven this.
Exactly.
It's like, all right, yeah. Time. Wait, are you all jumping at the same time, or does one person jump stay there, hold the rope, then the next person jumps?
That depends on how far apart the platforms are.
I would say they start at about 3 feet apart, and then by the end, it is easily a 10-foot jump across.
Simple.
Could start off as one at a time, but as we get to the end, we'll need to jump together.
Right.
All right. What's everybody's athletics rolls looking like?
I'm a
I'm
performer.
gonna use rogue if possible.
Oh, rogue is 100% the right choice for this, sure.
You know what? This feels really reckless.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll 2 20-siders and take the lower.
Oh, that's a 4.
Yeah, that's real rough. Everybody, Pollux and Castor. Oh, God.
Oh
No.
no!
So far, Pollux and Castor and Namak have both failed the jumps.
And we're probably the heaviest of the group.
Yeah, yes, the idea that you guys... Because even if we ignore that one, it's still a 4.
Here's a question for you, DM.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does the River Styx care about a vampire?
I don't think it does. Because I don't think I don't think vampires go to hell when they die.
Pollux and Castor could do well in hell. I hear it's a lovely place this time of year.
I would rather not.
You think I'm just like in the water and nothing's happening? Oh god, it's water? Oh shit. Oh shit, it burns.
The ghosts the ghosts are trying to like get into the armor, but they keep being burnt off by the salt.
Everything just fucking burns down here.
Hey, Patagon, do you think we can pull the fuck up?
I believe so. So did you want me to negate that one? Then I just want to make sure that was what we were going for before.
If the one stays, like the ghosts are burning, but also Namak is taking a large amount of damage from it is not the ghosts getting in that is hurting Namak. It is the fact that so many ghosts are touching salt. It is literally he is bursting into flames, and he is going to take damage from the fire if that one doesn't get changed.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Burns so good.
Yeah, so Patagon will jump it into action there. He's like, yeah, we need to pull them back up, and so he's gonna coordinate that with having do a hellish tag to try to get nice posture and get some strength here to try to pull them back.
Yeah, absolutely. Your hellish leg, like digging into the sandstone.
Yeah, kind of has like a glue, like eerie glow to it. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
reap
a
and
reap and
sow.
sow.
Okay.
Well, that's a fun one.
A natural reap and sow.
I'll take that then. This is an interesting room we have here.
It's just like, what? All right. So, let me do one quick thing here. You managed to hold them both, Patagon. Well, all 3 of them. You are able to hold out of the river Styx. Pollux and Castor flailing, not being touched by the ghosts. Namak being harangued by the ghosts, but just setting them on fire with his salted boots.
This is bullshit.
This is stupid. I jumped way better than this. as ooh. I've got so many ghost tokens, I just gotta find them.
Spooky ghosts.
You all hear chiming of bells from all around you. As some Belltown ghosts have taken this moment to attack. Patagon, you are able to get them all, both up. Like, by all means, roleplay that if you guys want to, but immediately you will be fighting ghosts. Legitimate ghosts.
Fucking puss.
I feel like once they're back on solid ground, Pollux and Castor trembling a bit, being like, that was way too close for comfort.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Ooh, these are some spooky ghosts. For sure.
Each time you hear the bell toll, like, it feels like it is dragging your ghost out. Namak, you're fine. Doesn't hurt you. We've learned that vampires don't have ghosts. But for the rest of you four, you feel your spirit, like spirit, by spirit I mean ghost, leave your body for a second every ring of the bell. It feels like you're standing next to yourself, and it's very hard to move your body. These creatures are trying to ring their bell more. They're trying to get closer to you. The closer they are, the more the reverberations want to send your soul into the river Styx. The bell tolls for thee.
The bell. Oh, okay.
Ghosts are so annoying.
Exercises these fuckers.
Shock.
Can I just diffuse some salt?
Yeah, absolutely. What does the attack look like from each of you? Like, we know Pollux and Castor are gonna use shock. Namak's gonna use diffuse salt. What's Ammon and Patagon's attack for this? Or if not attack, move.
Yeah. So, for sure. I'm trying to think if I wanted to use the new shotgun, but
Oh, the shotgun will work. It shoots salt.
sure. Yeah, then let's try out the new shotgun then and see what 'cause I was like, Rip and Terror would be fun, but I don't know if I want to get that close.
The Doom music starts immediately. I just keep pitching. I know Duke Nukem and Doom are very different things, but like the oh yeah when the shotgun comes out.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna admit to everybody, the first Duke Nukem I ever played was the PS1 one, the 3D one. Wait, not just 3D, but the third-person one, and I thought that was the only cool one. Because I like third-person games. Anyway.
Yep, we're gonna fire at probably the one that's closest to Pollux and Castor there. I think it's on the right side. It's just gonna be the standard shot at the moment.
No, absolutely. This gun's tags are volatile. So we know anytime you roll a tough choice, it'll still do what it does, but it also hurts your teammates around you. And it has hell, and if you are using it the way that it is right now, it has salt. Like, the shots are salt.
So it'd be the standard assault shot. So just the 1d20 for. See if we hit it.
Yeah, okay. And then you want to do the rest for damage? Or-
Yeah.
This is the D10 situation. It is doubled because you're using salt on ghosts. So whatever you roll for damage, it is twice that. That goes for you too, Namak.
Okay. Ooh.
Tough choice.
Just rolling
Hell.
a d20.
Yeah, or however many D20s as you want for the. Oh, there's a shot. Using a shotgun is a physical thing, right?
I mean,
We haven't set it up as ranged, but
I mean, it physically hurts people.
this is true.
I was gonna say if we go by the definition between, I mean, it's not magically based damage. It's like
This
the
is true.
physical pellet.
We have talked about this, and it's actually really handy that. Oh God, man, Namak, you talk a lot of shit for somebody who rolls real bad.
Sure do.
Because I have
believe.
you two in this call, same as what for the other two earlier. A fun thing that we thought about: hell is not magic. Hell is not magic at all, and neither is hell metal. Hell metal could interact with null with no negative side effects. Like you could alloy those together if you wanted to, and they would still be able to do what both of them do. Just so, for anybody who has hell metal, including, she's like, yeah, retire Namak. What? All right, we'll move on from that completely ineffective attack. They just like they fly around where you've diffused it. Patagon, you are firing at this one.
I believe so. I think that's one. Yeah.
Okay, so here's your tough choice. Because of volatile, you would normally have to hit somebody next to you, but you could also shatter this item right here. You could hit the incense burner with it.
Yeah. I mean, given that no one seems any propensity to it, I believe that's not a. That's better than damage right now.
All right, absolutely. It shatters. Also, roll me a d10. Let's see how much you do to this ghost. They only have 15 HP, so there's a pretty good chance that it dies.
All right. So it's 2d10 because we were doing the extra on the damage. I think.
Oh, you could either do 2d10 or we just double the 1d10. That's up to you.
Oh, okay.
Whichever you like better.
Yeah, 1d10. Oh, 4.
You blow a hole in its bell, so it's not ringing nearly as strongly anymore, but they are still coming for you. Pollux and Castor, I know that you're getting ready for a shock. This one is getting real close to you.
Yeah,
Every
that's what
time-
we're aiming for.
Every ring, you feel... Castor feels their soul being removed. Pollux, you're right. You're vibing with it.
Oh God, no, not this again! You know, we are shocking that one. Or rather,
right.
Castor is shocking that one.
Give me that
Actually, no,
roll.
Pollux is shocking that one.
For sure.
And I'm gonna add my elementalist to this.
That sounds right. Okay, 15 does it. Give me 1d10. Alright. 3. Oh, you cast the shock into it, and we've said it comes out of your hand instead of pulling. You don't pull lightning down, you shoot lightning out.
It's circumstance, so in here it would be from the hand.
Alright. It crashes into the creature, but shock apparently isn't very powerful against it as it more approaches closer and closer. Ammon, what was your attack gonna look like? Like
Um,
what your attack can still totally work, but you are going to be a lot closer than you want to be because this ghost is coming right up on you, ignoring the salt that was supposed to be buying you time.
I would like to. Is it to pull a specific card out of my tarot deck? Is it still? It's 3 action points, right? Or
3 action
fate
points. Yeah,
I
2
would like
points.
to pull out the Paint Man reversed, which is stagnation, and I would like the one that is approaching me to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 3d20. Let's see how effective that is. Give me 4d20 because of where you are. That one was a 19 until the die hit it into a 3. Did it still count as a... No, it did still count as a 19, as a 3. But the 18 is perfectly fine. Namak, your salt diffuses into the air. One of the creatures keeps coming and then freezes in place in front of you. Ammon is holding up a tarot card. It's glowing pretty strongly, but there's no proof that it was him that did it.
Can I multi-ball that and like lock another one?
Absolutely.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I think I'll take it that all 3 of them get locked into place. Not even just locked into place; they are just not moving, like completely. Not like bound to the ground, but cannot move if they wanted to.
I'm stopped.
Well, now that they're frozen in place, can I suggest we go through the other door that doesn't require us jumping into their path?
A hasty retreat might not be a bad idea.
I would like this fox to not be my tomb. It would be a lovely place to die. He says, looking everywhere.
You feel the fox cave nod. It's like, walk that one back.
I'm gonna untie the rope that's Cadex's and then just walk over to the door.
It's just like leave. All right. You all missed 2 rooms in your in visiting this place, but here we are, the chamber that we were meant to be at.
Oh,
Woo.
Ammon, in front of us sits a card, a giant tarot card of the Hierophant. It has a fox on it. It had, like, very similar to the outside, Fennec. You do see there are 2 tarot decks sitting on these pillars. There's a deck over here. Focus our ping real fast so everybody can see it. And then there's a deck over here. They could not be more different of decks. Like, this deck is bound in a book. The one to the right, under the sword. It is bound to a book, and each card is beautifully detailed. It's like hand painted, incredible work. In this one, it is so faded you can't even, like, I'll make it bigger so you can see what the name of the card, but there is no image left anymore. It's so old the image wore off. And go ahead and make your study rolls and stuff. But this room feels very magical. Not magical. Feels very spiritual.
I think Ammon will. I mean, if nobody else studies one, Ammon would try to study both of them. I don't know. Does somebody else want to study like another?
Sure. Yeah, Patagon could say the book-based ones kind of would be interesting to see what he could see works for you.
I'll study the Fated.
All right. How would you guys give me rolls? Obviously, the voice in your head for you, Patagon, works in this one. He never made it into this room, though. This room can only be accessed if you have Ammon with you, basically, or somebody else of the order. But let me tell you very clearly, it's because Ammon's here.
Makes sense. Yeah, this is quite the room that I haven't even heard anything about, and I'm quite intrigued by this book of cards here. But yeah, I'll do the hellish and could do the hellish and interesting for a 3d20 then.
Yeah. Interesting is very fun. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
All right. So, Patagon is the first 20. The second 20 is hellish. The third 20 is interesting. Just so I know where, if you get a 20, I know which one it is.
Okay. Looks like it's the first.
Yeah, Patagon got it. Patagon got the 14. Okay, like, Patagon, this, you, like, looking at it, it's very, like, laminated pages, like a deck binder situation. Somebody's been taking care of these cards. There's something about these tarot cards. The book is open, like, so that you can see a couple of them. It's got, like, 4 cards per page. There's something about this, and has Patagon taken part in Ammon's tarot deck readings before? I'm pretty sure you have, but
Yeah, as we did a live one during the telethon.
absolutely.
You were my first live reading.
Yeah, that was such a good one too. It was just good times.
These cards there's something about them that you can immediately tell, and it might be just the echoes in your head, the chorus telling you
Mhm.
that these cards are violent. If there was an attack version of tarot cards, this is what it would be. Like, every single one of them implies how powerful it is. If a tarot deck could be a weapon, this tarot deck is a weapon.
Well, these seem to be very, very attack focused, almost weapon like set of cards. I mean, I'm no card expert. That's definitely your realm there, Amon, but that's definitely what the vibes I'm getting from this set over here.
I'm gonna choose on that for a second. It sounds very different than the deck that I currently use. I mean, I can use my deck offensively, but not solely offensively. Like like bind and confuse and in some cases depress enemies. Not like it's not in a violent way, more of a like a status way.
It would change you from debuff to DPS.
Oh, interesting. Mon's going to occultist the other deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me 3d20 because of who you are going here. Going from Arcanist to Summoner. Yeah, that 20 is real good.
Let's go.
This blank deck matches the Hierophant card that Nyx gave you. If you pull that out, you will see the fact that the Hierophant image is fading even further. It's like there is no painting left. And you know, looking at this deck, it is up to you to decide what image goes on each card. And then swirling around, an image steps out of the Hierophant painting.
Huh.
You hear laughter coming from the painting as the spirit of the last Hierophant, like, not spirit, ghost. This is him in ghost form.
Hmm.
It's like in your head, Ammon, and I think all of you, it's kind of like you hear his laughter like violin strings being snapped. Like, it's beautiful, but each the high pitch at the end sounds like the string rapping and snapping. That's what's in your brain. That's what it feels like. It's just like, are you worthy to design a new deck, young fox? Have you lived a life that allows you to set what these cards mean to the Echo? I have been the basis of card reading. I have been the source of all tarot-based powers for nigh on a millennia, and I think it is time for me to rest. Can I leave this deck in your hands?
Worldliness is such an interesting topic. Am I worthy? There's so much fear and insecurity inside me, but also a fiery passion to make things right. I believe that if I trust my mentor in their decision to put me on this path. I know that I can do this. I know that this is where I'm meant to be.
Patagon believes in you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Literal cheer, but yes, it helps, I think.
It's just a chorus of cheering from all of the ghosts inside Patagon.
I believe I have the power to change things. I will let fate decide the rest.
The cards begin flying all over the room, not from the one book, but specifically from the blank deck. In form in front of you, the Hierophant card takes the place directly in front of you, and you just see Ammon as the image placed on the Hierophant card. It's just like, it is your title now. Be a wonderful, be a powerful protector. And I'm going to ruin this. But Amos Nazar? as this ghostly fox image, like grabs the Hierophant card and pushes it into the deck as it shuffles and hands you the blank deck. And that is what it's called until you fill it. Fill it with images of your journey around Echo, people who you think encompass the cards. I would love it if you could just fill it with people that we have art for, so we could do that, you know?
Oh yeah,
Wait.
I've been mulling this one over for since I joined.
Mhm.
And then the ghost begins to fade. Just like, I'm going to retire now. Just like, eyeballs Namak, very scared of getting anywhere near that salt.
I hope rest finds you.
It's like, I'm sure it will. And then, yeah, he fades away, and you're left with a ton of questions, but you have a deck.
Mon kind of traces his fingers through the cards and just like, I think just specifically like running his fingers up and down the Hierophant with his image on it. Just contemplating for a moment. I think I made the right choice.
I think I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah, I think the couldn't have chosen a better successor, if you ask me.
Congrats.
All right. So before we leave, we have a decision to make from Pollux and Castor. Actually, there's two of you. I didn't think about that. There are two of you. My judgment would be that Pollux and Castor gets both of those items.
Oh! I was going through here thinking, oh, they're just gonna get one item because most things register them as one person. Okay, okay.
You're two sets of hands. You're just one set of legs.
Just casually stumbled into another loophole.
Very rudimentary bureaumancy, apparently. Many loopholes.
In that case, I feel like Castor will claim the moon, and Pollux will claim the globe.
Namak, you didn't grab anything on your way through.
Correct. The item I was looking for wasn't here.
That is fair. The item you were looking for wasn't here. You're gonna have to... Your item's in another castle. I'm sorry.
Apparently. I guess it was wrong showing me this location.
I think... Like, the fact that it wasn't here was only because of a trick of the rooms. So we could say that it was here, but somebody got their hands on it. And then if you see a quick flash image to the Fated on her ship, just sailing around, like sailing across the sea and across the sands.
Why would she take that? I don't understand. It makes no sense.
He doesn't know why she takes things.
They take what is rightfully theirs.
It's not
Check.
theirs. It doesn't have anything that would attract them, I wouldn't think.
Neferkitty sneezes. That's her full name, by the way. It's Neferkitty. Her ship is known as Denial.
That's great. I love that so much. I've been calling her Neferkitty anyway, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that is what T wanted to name her character. The one thing I do appreciate Roll20 is the move party ribbon here. It just took me a second to realize what they meant by party ribbon. Alright. Heading out as a badass shotgun. Namak has had just a rough day.
If Ammon had to make a decision on the items that we found, it would probably be the light box.
Lightbox. We have 9 minutes. You guys want to go into one more room?
I'll go into another room.
I'm down.
Sure.
Or up, depending on which direction.
I left Patagon
Oh.
behind.
Patagon, no!
Patagon, no!
It wasn't. Don't want to split the party.
I
That would be-
I see that thing over in the corner, and my first thought was just spirit box.
Spirit box? That means it's a spirit, right?
Oh, there's supposed to be another thing here. You know, sometimes I feel like, oh, it's underneath that goddamn thing. Okay. See, Roll20, knock it off.
Oh.
Hey.
You are met with a stone by a stone naga that holds up a spear. It is moving, it is not breathing.
This must be one of the guardians that was mentioned.
Do you think the statue says ooh?
Does the statue even speak?
Maybe it feels ooh inside.
Who woo are you woo?
Oh shit.
Oh, now we know.
Who's asking?
You have made it through Woo, the wonderful cave. I am the exit guardian. To check you didn't take more items than you were allotted. Ooh woo.
Can I go touch him?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, I walk up to him, I touch him. Give him a good pat.
Yes, I am.
Then I'm gonna take off my glove and I'm gonna touch him. All right, let's go.
Oh, the woo. Dove. Yes, sire.
Oh my. That's expected.
Claimed an entire guardian, okay.
Wait, what's the little box?
Doesn't matter, I guess.
It's like, oh, that nothing. It is in fact a spirit box. It lets you talk to ghosts. Kind of. It lets ghosts influence your activities.
I see.
Is your little brooch anything special?
My brooch is something incredibly special. It was given to me by the Dark Lord themselves.
Dark Lord?
Dark.
Does that ring
Lord.
any bells?
Uh, Castor would have been the first vampire lord that found this. Did not like this orb. Cast it away. This golden orb in the shape of an eye that has a round glowing blue sapphire gem affixed inside of it. Looking through it improves the vision and overlays dreams of those it looks on into the physical realm. It, however, makes the owner always trying to get the owner into situations where they lose an eye. It is constantly trying to get you to lose an eye. If you were to wear this and rolled a 1, you would poke your own eye out.
Hilarious.
That is so tempting.
It wants to be placed in your eye socket. Oh, by the way, this fucking this guy is gonna keep it. It's just gonna be attached to his armor.
That's his item.
It's what he chose. It's like that or that sword over there.
Oh, Jesus.
The
The
very
Bloodborne.
large sword. You could definitely bust something with that.
You
Oh,
know,
that's a sword.
All right, here we go. Let me put it in the view for everybody. It's made out of salt. It has a little injection thing on it that injects the blood from somebody else into it if you stab. You know. You guys can actually see the spirit box. It's right over here.
Eat box.
The Okay, this is funny. The
Yeah,
Guardian's
this-
gonna have to have you all have a pat down. By the way. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. My uwu duty calls. Uwu.
All right, you can pat me down.
Pats you down very casually. It's like, it seems that you don't have any extra items. Looks at
Nope.
Pollux and Castor. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's like, nope.
Looks at Pollux and Castor. Does it count? You two each only have one item.
The two look at each other and go, yes. As Castor holds up the moon and Pollux holds up the globe.
Uwu. Understandable. Looks over at Ammon. Ah. Hierophant. And nods their head. Uwu. It is good to see you, Wu, again.
Pleasure to see you too, and give a respectful nod, and holds up the moth box.
Ah, yes. A delightful item. And then they go to pat Patagon down.
The shotgun is hidden, so.
Oh, was nothing to your pleasure.
You know, there's some nice trinkets here, but I mean that spirit box could be fun though. Since you know.
Yes. It allows you to communicate with specific spirits, allowing you to take a benefit. Looks at you, gives you a once over, and is just like, it might be different for one such as you.
Yeah, I'm purveyor of communications in some realms, so you know.
Well then, they pick it up easily and hand it over to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure.
Good, good, good. Now, where do we live? Do I have to go somewhere? I don't have much woo in the way of furniture. Woo.
Well, I believe you're done with your job here. Yeah, you've finished all your tasks.
Absolutely. My task is to check everyone's pockets.
Yeah, you've done that. Your contractions are fulfilled.
This is true.
All right,
Contractually
pick up the
obligated.
sword. Let's go.
Oh, he goes to like raise the spear and stab you, and then it's like, oh.
Holy shit, that was so good.
Anyway, there's a city I think that could really use a nice naga like yourself.
Holy shit.
It's like everybody leaving the place just like with their items. Hold on. I didn't realize this guy was coming.
So
He had 100 HP.
I suppose I should ask if anybody noticed Namak's hand.
Ammon would have tried to look.
Do you want them to roll for that, or do you want to just give them something?
I mean, it wasn't like I was trying to hide it.
Then yeah, what do they see when they see your hand?
I don't know. What do they see?
See, me and Nika are real back and forth about this. And not like we're arguing, but like we're thinking. I personally love a deep, deep red skin.
Okay.
Like black nails. I'm thinking the darkness from Legend as like a skin tone. If you guys haven't seen Legend, why are you playing this game? Go watch Legend.
See, that is such a pretty red.
Also, he wants to kill unicorns like real bad.
Ooh.
Mom raised us on those kind of movies. Legend, Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, shit like that.
I met a kid that was not a kid. I met a guy when I was working at Wendy's that was named after Jareth from Goblin King.
Fuck yeah.
And he was like, "You'll never guess who I'm named after." And I was like, "It's like I had already know his name was Jareth." I was like, "The Goblin King? Cause you look like an '80s baby." He's like, "Oh shit, you've seen it?" I was like, "God, of course I've seen it. Everybody's seen that cod piece."
Well, but no, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
All right. Well, now some of you have homework.
Oh, dang.
Namak has a giant ass sword. Good.
I already know immediately the Dread Goose is going to be in one of those orbs.
Excellent. Love a dread goose. Love throwing a dread goose at somebody.
Exactly.
Also, for the record, I think this is teleportation magic. Like, if you had tried to study it magically, you would have realized that this is teleportation magic. You do not stuff them in the orb. They just teleport to you once you link them to an orb. So it's not like the dread goose isn't waiting the whole day inside the orb waiting to do something. They are sitting back just chilling out with Professor Oak until you decide to pull them out.
If I remember, we previously established it was ghost flying. If we went off Pokemon types, at
Ghost,
least.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Fucking, those are its two tags: ghost and flying.
Is Pearl a fucking Pokemon professor?
Yeah, Professor Pearl for sure. That's it. Done. Done and done. Just,
Yeah.
I don't gotta do
Okay.
shit.
Professor Pearl.
It's like, oh my god, what if we have these majestic creatures battle each other?
And then, yeah, technically speaking, Pearl just gave a bunch of people their starters.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's ridiculous. It's like, wow, you guys get started much older in this universe than you do in, like, Pokemon universe.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta be the very best.
So three of you ended up with, all four of you ended up with 2 different items, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ammon has the deck and the box, which I do not have either of them on this screen, which is rude because I have everybody else's things. Ammon has the deck and the box. Namak has the sword and a guardian, and the guardian has a item that lets them help see the future a little bit, but it wants to poke their eye out, which is fine. They don't have eyes. They are literally a statue, like an Uwu Naga statue turned real, but still only stone.
I really need Talus to look at this guy.
It's like, oh man, I bet he's spirits in there, or you need Talus or Tarkus, or maybe both of them to look at this guy.
I need both of them to look at them. He's probably a cool guy in there.
All right, everybody, you get out of the cave. The fox face, which only like Ammon, it looked like you the same way that you look like other fennec foxes, you know? But now, that cave is your face.
See, now it truly looks like you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm becoming somebody important.
You know what comes next, Ammon. Next up, you have to go through the Order's trials. But don't worry, you'll get to prepare for them. Then your next game, that is preparing for the trials. The game after that is your trials. To go through the map at the southern part of, like, here, let me move us. You gotta go here for your last game this arc. And you gotta go find your way through the halls of the Order. You do not know what's waiting for you there, but you have seen many people make that trip and not make it back. I don't think you've seen anybody make it back, actually.
I am prepared to be the first.
All right, everybody. Let's talk experience. Who rolled 20s? There were like a million of them? Or there was at least one.
Yeah, there sure were.
There were a few. Yes.
No, Patagon rolled quite a few 20s. I rolled a 20, but it wasn't for any specific tag. And I know Ammon got a 20 with performance.
Oh, that's right. Ammon. Former.
Yep. Patagon's was on the hellish roll.
Man, your hellish tag is like you and Talus's like spiritualist.
It's just been so useful. I mean, I'm not like really outright trying. It's just how the situations work. So
Yeah,
I'll take it.
It's going great. It's telling a story, and I love it. I love to be here for it. All right, Ammon, you got +1. And ooh, what the hell just happened there? I accidentally gave Ammon. I gave Ammon Aphis Sailor for a second. You for sailor. You were sailor for a second, Ammon. Trust me. There
Under
was like
the sea! On the sea!
15 seconds where you were just like enjoying the salt wind in your face.
What if I became a sailor? Wait, no, that's stupid. Never mind. I don't want to join the pirates.
He's a sailor in the she's a fairy like voice. All right. Is it a cultist, dreamer, or performer? Probably a cultist based on your last roll, right?
I 100% want occultist because that becomes a 3 now, right?
That does
Did I have
become
that
a
right?
3.
Fuck yeah. Okay, yeah.
So now scroll all the way down because none of you, like all 3 of you, are right next to each other for this part, but not at the beginning. What are the 20s? Patagon rolled a 20 with Hellish, so it's already +5.
Yeah. So I mean, XP wise, I mean, part of me wants to just do it because it'll make it 6, but I really think that it was really focused around.
I agree. I fully agree. Like leveling that up does make full sense, especially because like you learned a new power with it.
Yeah, because that new persona kind of is really neat. So
It's just neat. Namak, you rolled occultist, rogue, and siphon. You did not succeed on rogue at all. I need you to know, like, you rolled a 1 on rogue.
Yep.
But what do you want to put your point? Do you think you should, like, now you are practicing with your jumps, or?
Well, let's see. I technically failed occultist too. Failed
I would-
rogue. The only one I succeeded on was sucker.
Yeah, absolutely. I would also let you put a point in conceited, because you being conceited did cost you that. Even though you didn't roll the flaw, I still think you could if you wanted to.
Well, we do that. I got 3 points in there.
That's true. We like conceited becomes something else. So during our like break, we will talk about what that becomes.
I've been beaten down so many times.
It's just like, what is going on? How, like, I'm great. What the fuck? Pollux and Castor, I think that was you were trying to read out. You were trying to keep that room open.
Yeah, the 20 was to keep the door open.
And we decided that was basically you telling the room no.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna give you the plus for communications there.
Okay.
this is a big booming no.
You used Reckless, you succeeded at it anyway, and you used Elementalist.
I thought I rolled a 4 for reckless.
Oh shit, you did fail at Reckless. But did you want to put a point into Reckless to try to like learn to be more careful? Or do you want to like communications or Elementalist? You use both of those. Bend to Space doesn't level up, but you definitely used it.
Yeah. I feel like, didn't we already max out Elementalist at 3?
You did, but like you can take it up to 4 and then it'll be the next name +1.
Okay. You know what? I think I'll put a point into reckless.
Going along with everybody else's idea, like almost got you, eaten by ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that is 4 players. I'm used to having 5 players lately, so. But yeah,
Actually,
thank you.
it wasn't necessarily going along with everyone's idea that nearly cost him. It was the fact that he jumped first.
That's fair. That's fair. I got this. No. So you all did amazing. I will give you guys the information for those items that some of the players only gave me like rough things. There's a lot for your spirit box Patagon, but I do think it works a little different for you, but I will send you what Caustic made of it.
Ooh.
I will just flat out tell you guys The eye thing was made by Midnight. The shotgun was Karam. The spirit box was Caustic. The sword was me. The Pokeball things was me. And the glass box, I guess, was the glass box and the... What else was it? And the ink were both... Nox? Is that what you said who it was? And yeah, the Guardian was also me. But the Guardian was not supposed to be an item to be stolen. That was just supposed to be a living statue that you walked up to, touched, and then made it yourself, made it your own. Which is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
We learned things.
As somebody who spent a lot of time flocking Bureau Man, flock Bureau Man, they'll get around your rules.
And yeah, there we are, everybody. Thank you so much for playing. I really am looking forward to tomorrow's game, like a lot. Like I look forward to all the games, but tomorrow's game is like a very dumb setup that I'm really looking forward to. But thank you guys so much for playing. Ammon, this is the beginning of the responsibility that is that deck.
I can't wait to roll more insecurities.
I love it. Thank you all so much for playing, and I have to go to the back. Wait. Tomorrow's game frequency is not gonna be. I don't think it'll be applicable, or at least not in any way that we would. You guys are building cars tomorrow, except for not cars, because how does a car go in the sand? We're making crab vehicles, people. Because that's what Esme wants to do. Crabalax.
Not my crustacean friends.
Everybody. Alright, so let's all say goodbye, everybody. I'm about to die, so I gotta go.
Bye
Goodbye forever.
Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Adventure